Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Today we're going to be talking about Community Night Out 2024. It's back. And so is my friend Logan Brown from the Fitchburg Police Department. Logan, how you doing, sir?
Good, really good. Seems like we've been seeing each other more often as we've had more community events and outreach things, and it's always great to be back and do a little preview for Community Night Out.
Well, you have certainly set the bar pretty high when we look at last year's Community Night Out and the thousands of people who made it out to the park, which was awesome to see. When you reflect on last year and you were going into this year, were you like, oh my gosh, how am I going to repeat what I just did? Or was it like, hey, we got a base here now. Let's go forward.
You know, it goes both ways because I think most people expect they expect what we had at least last year. And I'm the type of person that always wants to kind of outdo myself a little bit. And I felt like we had a really good event last year. In fact, it was our best event. And so we have found a few extra things to up a game a little bit this year, and we're excited for the people to come out and see that stuff. And what I didn't realize, you know, in my first and second year, this will be my third event that I planned, is that it's really a year-long planning process. You know, we're a week away from the event today as we talk. And I'm already putting ideas in my head for next year that I'm trying to line up just because it's too late to have them this year. And if we give people advance notice, we have a lot better opportunity of getting them to come out. So yeah, there's a lot of definitely a lot of work and a lot of planning and a lot of email communication and talking with people to get our community partners to come out. But it is but certainly I would say maybe the best event the entire city holds.
It definitely, the way you framed it up last year and the way it's lining up again this year, it actually, I think, opened the door to a big community event. So let's talk a little bit first about why Community Night Out. There's a campaign out there that's National Night Out that kind of corresponds. Ours is Community Night Out. We won't explain the difference here, but ultimately this starts with police. But as you've taken it, Community Night Out is huge. But for the police perspective, why do police departments across the area host these events to bring people out and bring them together, really?
Yeah, so you really hit it right on the head. Community Night Out and National Night Out are one and the same, so to speak. And we brand ours a little bit differently to be able to do some things a little bit differently, like have it on a day that isn't the traditional National Night Out. And for anybody unfamiliar with it, it's just an annual community building campaign that promotes the police community partnerships. And when we have all of the neighbors come out, it also builds neighborhood camaraderie to make our neighborhoods, you know, safer, more caring places to live.
It's
Community now really centers on enhancing the police community relationships, and it serves for an opportunity for all of our public safety partners, not just police, nonprofits and community stakeholders to really come together in a safe, fun environment and be able to interact.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was what was, I think is what this has turned into has been pretty cool. It's a special night to break down barriers, right? So to talk to officers, the different, maybe you don't even see some of that. I mean, we guys have been growing, and we've been recruiting and bringing in new people. So there's certainly a lot of new faces to the police department. But really, the opportunity to walk up to any officer and just have a conversation, whatever it is, you could ask them, do you like fishing? To, what do you do for the department? I mean, I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really you know, regardless of where you're attending, you'll see a lot of the same things across the nation or even across the greater Dane County area. And we don't always, as police officers, when we're out working in the streets, have the opportunity to stop and have those positive interactions because we have something else that's driving our mission for the day. And so to have this time set aside, uninterrupted, in a place that everybody can come to, hopefully with beautiful weather, we can all hang out outside, you know, get into the refreshments and all the different fun family activities that we have planned, to really build those relationships and answer some of those questions that, frankly, we may just not have the time to do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool opportunity. Let's get into the event itself. So you've already mentioned that there's going to be some refreshments again this year and community partners. The community partner part is awesome, and I think that's just another added feature to it to have the opportunity to speak with different community partners, city of Fitch, city departments. There, you're going to have a whole slew of those community partners. What do they say when they get involved with this? When you reach out and say, "Hey, you want to come and join us for a fun night?"
Yeah, I think I haven't had that exact feedback from people to know exactly what they thought, but I would imagine their first year when they came, they're maybe a little bit apprehensive. We give them a taste of what the event is like, so they know what to expect. But I think when you show up and you really see what it turns into, it opens your eyes to what it is. I mean, community night out is based off of national night out, which is very a police specific event. And we've taken the approach to really bring in all of those community resources and partners because we realize on a daily basis how often we heavily rely on them to help us do our job. And so there may be people that attend the event that have worked with some of these community resources, um, who maybe don't know that they exist but need them, and this is their opportunity to kind of, shake hands and say, "Hey, what can you offer to me? This is kind of what I'm experiencing or what I'm going through," or maybe they know somebody else that needs help with something. And so it's just really a time to make those connections and to not be on a timeline or an agenda, and it's just a very open and safe space. And we have way too many people involved for me to sit here and list them all here today. But I think last time I looked, we have something like 60 plus different departments or community groups from out in the community. We have a couple of really good partners who have always supported the event year after year, whether that's hamburgers and hot dogs from Hy-Vee. The VFW Post 1318 provides food to the community. Mission Barbecue, Whizpack Brands, Bubbler. I mean, we just have so many really great community partners that help us as a police department because we're not a party planning service, if you will, pull all of this together.
I don't know. The way the party went last year, you would have guessed that you are the party planning guy, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm getting better year after year.
Well, if people do want to come out, let's work on the dates here. Wednesday, August 14th, 5 to 8 p.m. at McKee Farms Park. Plenty of parking, plenty of opportunity to come out there. Your final pitch here to come out, and if you haven't been there before, you've missed out, but this is your opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I think the best thing that I can say is you have to see it to believe it. And I think that's a good way to get you to come out and really just interact. Even if you're there just for an hour to grab a bite to eat, if you need to want to look around the community resources, if you want to sit in a police car, we're going to have UW's mounted patrol there. So if you want to see the horses, Black Hawk helicopter, I mean, there's just a lot of really cool things that maybe even you wouldn't see daily in Fitchburg, right? Some of our community partners have these really awesome resources or tools, whether it be the horse or the helicopter, that you can come climb around, talk with those folks, see what it's all about. And maybe you want to ask the snow truck plow driver why your street's the last one to get plowed. Great opportunity to do it.
Did you just throw a department under the bus? Is that what I
No,
just
no, no,
heard?
no. Just it's a resource.
Well, they call you first, and then you call them, right? It kind of works that way. No, you are right. You have to see it to believe it. We hope you'll join us at McKee Farms Park. We're going to be broadcasting live there as well. Logan's probably going to be pulled in on the live show because he has to be, even though he's really busy. But come on down, Logan. Great job putting it together again, and we're definitely hoping for good weather and another good turnout as well.
Yeah, well, thank you for giving us a moment here to talk about it and hopefully draw in some more community members.
All right, thank you, Logan. We appreciate the time.